Hey, what it do, family? Hey, I know it's kind of dark. It's hard to see my face, but this video ain't about my goddamn handsome ass face, motherfucker. But on this video, I'm gonna talk about goddamn game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna talk about it from we all mostly know it from is the dating or the you know flirting perspective or whatnot. But to me, the basic definition of game is just understanding, is knowledge. Because you can have game on sports, you can have game in the whatever your passion is. Like they say, you gamed up. But I'm gonna speak on it from the perspective of men relating to women. Because I think this is a misconception to me. When they say game, they say if somebody is spitting game, they say it's like a manipulative form of communication. But I think having game is important. What you do with game, you know what I'm saying, could be deemed as manipulative or whatever, how you handle game. But I'm going to speak on get what game means to me. Now, number one, to have game, I'm going to speak on the things you need to have, in my opinion, to have game. Because in my opinion, I think I got plenty of game. I'm just being honest. For one, the number one thing you gotta have, to have game, is understanding the different poles of feminine and masculine energy. You have to have that. Without that, you won't understand poles. You won't understand that the woman represents, or the feminine energy, because you might be gay, whatever. But the feminine energy represents the negative pole. It's a pole. It's an energy that receives energy more predominantly than the masculine energy, which is the one that exerts energy. So without that, you won't be gamed up. You won't know how to deal with women. You won't know if you're not direct as a man, you're not gamed up. You don't have game to deal with women. That'll turn women off more if you're more indecisive, or like you're not as direct, or you won't stand in your 10. The woman won't receive you. She won't be open. She can't deal with you and open up to you easily if you're exhibiting the type of energy she has. That's the reason why when you go out, and that's the reason why when men say, you see this a lot on social media, like you see niggas post these in my opinion, some pussy ass questions like, why come the women don't approach us like we approach them? Why women don't do this? Why women don't pay for dates? Why women? It's because it's a subconscious envy of women privilege to me. And so women be having the same thing with the privilege, quote unquote privileges men have, but it's because people don't understand the poles. They're not gamed up. They don't understand. That's why you see these niggas that struggle with women so much, because they're operating in the feminine energy. They feel like they want to have the privileges, and they don't want to have the challenge that it takes to be masculine. They don't want to have to deal with the rejections. You know what I'm saying? Women aren't as built to deal with rejection as men. That's the reason why you'll see a lot of women like, how do I approach this man that I like? I see this man I like. I don't know how to approach him. You see that in social media a lot, because women are more geared toward beauty. So men usually have to be direct. And if they see something they like, a woman may throw cues, but a man is expected to approach the woman, you know what I'm saying? And he has to be able to read the cues. That's just masculine and feminine right there. Now, if you have a problem with that, that's just a problem you're going to have to deal with. But you're not gamed up, my brother. Like, you got to understand that you're, as a leader, as an alpha male, as a person who's supposed to lead, you have to be the decision maker. You got to be able to lead. And if a woman don't feel that presence in you, that primitive protection and primitive leadership that's supposed to show the first time you meet her, that she's not going to be attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? Or if she is attracted to you, it's not going to be as high as it could have been if you exhibited them traits, that understanding the masculine and feminine energy differences. Now, the second thing is you got to have a mouthpiece. You got to know how to speak. Without understanding, you ain't going to have a mouthpiece to me, if you ain't gonna understand the first of all what I said. Number one is the feminine and masculine poles, and people that they call Max, they subconsciously know this shit. That's how they know how to speak to women, because they know how women will most likely respond if the man is confident enough to stand in his masculine. They know that the wall that a woman is putting up at first, she may be opposed to your looks. He may be opposed to how you dress. Not that's to say this guarantee that you'll get the woman, but you'll most likely get through that barrier because first of all, women have to warm up to you. And it shows, like I said before in the previous video, it shows your sexual organs, how we operate by sexes. The woman has to open up to you. You have to open her up. You know what I'm saying? She may be attracted to you, but if she don't trust that you can project yourself, that you're a leader, that you're safe, protective, you know what I'm saying? She's not gonna open up to you. So all that shit when you first start approaching her, she may have a barrier up, but if you have the mouthpiece to penetrate it, she may or may not be attracted to you, but you have more of a chance if you have a mouthpiece, if you know how to talk. And you can't have a mouthpiece without understanding, you know what I'm saying, masculine and feminine energy. And also to have a mouthpiece, you got to have the understanding of the paradigm of today's dating, landscape. You got to understand what the landscape is in the dating world. That's how you have to have the primitive understanding. You have to have the paradigm understanding of what's going on now. You got to understand what's the outlook of the general woman and the general man right now, so you can break through those barriers, shit like that. You have to have the confidence, and without masculine and understanding masculine energy, you won't have the confidence. Women read through men way so easy, bro. Like they can feel your energy without you saying a word. So you can say what the fuck you want to say. You know what I'm saying? You can have that regurgitation in your head of quote unquote having a mouthpiece, but ain't no real mouthpiece without coming from the cuff, without coming from speaking what you feeling at the moment. You know what I'm saying? In a witty way, or in a way that's interactive in a direct way, without being apologetic, while being respectful. You ain't gonna have that without having no goddamn confidence and without knowing yourself. And that's another part of having a mouthpiece. You got to know who you are. You got to be unique. And the way you be unique is you accumulate all your experiences with women in the past. You accumulate what you've learned, what you accumulate who you are, how you truly communicate yourself. You got to accumulate your perspective. You know what I'm saying? And that you'll show it don't even matter what you say. You can say what the next man said, but your energy, the way you project that energy, you know what I'm saying? And if you're not trying to like come from a script, if you use what's going on around you as a barrier or like as a stepping stone to start speaking to the woman or whatnot, that's a part of having game too. You know what I'm saying? And also you got to know your value, because like women say they want to be held to a pedestal, but most women don't really respect that, and subconsciously they think they do. They think that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been programmed to think they want a man. Now they do want a man that sees them as a man admires them or they're attracted to the woman. But the reason why that women don't want to be able to put it in a pedestal, because I see this in these posts all the time where women say, I hate when a man compliment me every fucking sentence. And the reason why a man is complimenting you every motherfucking sentence is because he feel like he's without something within him. He don't feel like he has the game or the confidence to like attract a woman for who he is. So he feel like he has to keep boosting your head up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's subconsciously, you know what I'm saying? It's subconsciously what's the word? It's subconsciously for the woman with a higher self-esteem or a moderate self-esteem. It's an insult. It's an insult to keep trying to tell the woman that you look, because some of these women know they look good, bro. So what else you got to offer? Like, where's your confidence at? Do you exhibit the fact that because that exhibits thirst. Thirst is exhibited by the lack of confidence, the lack of understanding of yourself, the lack of belief in yourself. And that's the reason why your mouthpiece ends up being weak. You ain't got no confidence. You don't understand how the masculine and the feminine relate. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand your value. And you don't understand the landscape of the dating world that we live in now. You got to understand all that shit. You got to put all that shit in accumulation. So I feel like game is misunderstood because we make this shit like I'm running game. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, you may run game, but to have game, if you gamed up, that means you just have an understanding between male and female relations and yourself and your value, and it's all an accumulation of each other. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these niggas, you be seeing that they be complaining about women, and the main thing you can see the difference between them, because a lot of men, I realize a lot of men that don't complain, they don't really complain about women like that, is because they don't have no problem attracting them, or they don't have a problem dealing with women like that. Like, okay, we may point out Men may point out certain truths. We'll point out truths just to people to understand, you know what I'm saying, the dynamics of men and women. You know what I'm saying, that's going on in the world. But it's not like complaining like, oh, I can't get a woman because y'all fucked up, or women are fucked up. That's why I ain't getting no women, because y'all mind is fucked up. But the primal nature always rules at the end of the day. I don't care what the world is that we live in. The woman can say she want this and this and that, but if she feels strength, unless she's totally fucked up, psychologically totally fucked up, if she feels some type of strength and protection, that's the reason why you see a lot of women growing up, which is perverted. What I said in one of my earlier videos is that the primal nature shows itself whether it's perverted or not. So you'll see that a lot of women likes the quote unquote street dude over the nerd. And we may see it as an injustice, but the only thing is you should just be incorporating the elements of the street dude. Not that you're supposed to be this motherfucker that's, an outlaw and treat women disrespectful and talk to women disrespectful for no reason and shit like that, and just be in the street, you know what I'm saying, and ready to go off at the handle for no reason. It's just that a lot of women feel the thrill with a street dude because he's not predictable. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll say that they feel a sense of protection. So that's the part of the street dude you're supposed to incorporate. You're supposed to incorporate the warrior spirit, because as men, you're supposed to be a warrior anyway. You're built from the top up. You're stronger than women. It's a reason why, like, when you work out, which all of us should be doing. I don't care what nobody say. You'll be, the top, your masculine form will show itself. You're stronger at the top. You're built to be a protector, to be the wall to women. So if you're not exhibiting that through spirit, through mentality, then she's not gonna really respect you. She may love you, but she's not gonna feel respected she's not gonna respect you. And it's just women go to the extreme dealing with the street dude that may not respect her, but she feel protected. And she may feel some sense of excitement and shit like that. But the nerd part of you should keep that nerd part of you, because that's the side of you that reaches for intellect. It reaches for higher education. It reaches for, this beyond just the shallow shit. I feel like you should have both of them shits combined together. Instead of complaining about the shit, you should be learning the elements of both. And I think those people be gamed up. And it's like what society does. It's the reason why I don't like some of the rhetoric that some brothers be pushing, like, oh, all bitches just want a street dude, or, you know what I'm saying, they don't look over the nerves. Is because it started a division. Just like in everything in the world, they started a division to make this side go against another side instead of bringing neutrality in the shit. Like, I think being neutral is an underrated, you know what I'm saying? It's an underrated aspect to have, being neutral, standing in the middle, being centered, the middle path, what they call it. Because that way you won't be a binary thinker, you won't be extra biased. You'll grow your perspective, you know what I'm saying, to underseeing both sides of the spectrum, and then using merging with your intuition, your research, your knowledge itself, knowledge of the world. And then that's another way, like I said, one of the points to have game is being organic, being authentic. That's the way you can spit from the cuff way easier. And the other thing is you got to be able to read the room. What we mean by read the room, and that's what make people socially awkward, because they don't know how to read the room. They don't know when they're supposed to speak, when they're not supposed to speak. They don't know when it's the right time to say something, when it's the wrong time to say something. So that's what I mean by reading the room. That's another aspect of having game. You got to be able to read the room. You got to have understanding of the masculine and feminine pose. You got to have a mouthpiece, which comes from understanding the masculine and feminine pose and reading the room and shit like that. You got to have confidence, belief in yourself, because you can know all you want, but if you don't embrace who you are, if you don't believe in yourself, and belief also comes from knowledge. It comes from putting work in for yourself. Not confidence comes from knowing you can do something, and that comes from everyday practice. Whether it's your passion can incorporate confidence. Knowledge can incorporate confidence. It's knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like understand the paradigm, which is a form of reading the room, but this is in the bigger picture. The paradigm of the dating scene that we're in now. If you understand that without complaining about it, you know where you stand, depending on your station in life, your knowledge at the time, You know what I'm saying? Where you're operating at, so you won't be complaining. You can work at yourself. You know what I'm saying? Understanding your value and knowing your unique perspective, so you can express yourself whenever you step to a woman. You can express yourself fully and confidently and look her into the eyes and stand straight, because you know that's a masculine trait. You got to be standing straight up. It shows you your anatomy, like I say, your sexual anatomy. When you're hard, which is why people look down on niggas being hard, but we supposed to be tough. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Niggas are supposed to be tough, bro. Like, we supposed to be tough. It's all, of course we have emotions, but for the most part, we built to be strong. We built to be tough. You know what I'm saying? So it shows in your anatomy. When you're hard, you stand up, you stand straight, you're tough, you're strong. You don't just bend for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And you project. When it's time to project, you project. And you project your seeds into the mind of the woman. You project your seeds into the world. You project your passion out there. Because what they call is, when we ejaculate, that's organ energy. And that's what the word is, organ. That's life force. That's why you have organs. You know what I'm saying? That's why the word organic comes from. Organ energy. So you gotta speak life in the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what inspire people. That's what, and women can feel that. And that's how you get in a woman's mind. You gotta be open, authentic. You know what I'm saying? A woman could feel an authentic nigga, and if she don't, she just fucked up. She just been indoctrinated, and that's not the woman you should be worried about anyway. You don't want to be around no chick that don't want you for you, because the sex ain't gonna be as exciting. If she wants you for your money only, the sex ain't gonna be exciting, because she's not gonna put her all into fucking you. You know what I'm saying? She's just gonna do just enough to get the bag. Now, sometimes, of course, women go extra hard for the bag, but if she's not into you, the sex ain't gonna be all that, bro. Like, it's real shit. So you gotta project yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you niggas stop being pussy. Stop fucking complaining. Try to understand some shit. Trying to understand why you not operating where you should be operating at. Stop goddamn falling for this gender is not real shit. Y'all falling for this feminine bullshit, this feminist bullshit that's taking you off your path. You know what I'm saying? Because these motherfuckers want to control you. They know that if the masculine and the feminine is centered the way they're supposed to be, the world will be at a different place. But we all fucked up. You can see it by what I said earlier, the magnets. The masculine magnet, part of the magnet, which is the positive pole, and the feminine part, which is the negative pole. That's how magnets come together. That's how they stick and glue together. If we think about like this 50-50 bullshit, you know what I'm saying? This 50-50 bullshit, and we supposed to be quote unquote equal. We're equally valuable. We're not equal. The reason why, and we think we equal, that's why women are jealous of men and they quote unquote privileges. And men are jealous of women's quote unquote privileges. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when the magnets come together, they 50-50. So now they repel. They don't come together. They repel. That's why you see this battle online and all this shit like that. Because both genders are goddamn jealous of the other gender's roles, or the good side of the other gender. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So this is part of having game, bro. Like, first of all, you gamed up if you know that the world ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you gotta know the world ain't fair, bro. Like, everybody ain't gonna like you. There's women that don't like you gotta know that. You gotta be humble enough to know every woman ain't gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's chicks that don't like niggas with short hair. There's chicks that like niggas with long hair, so I can accept it. There's chicks that don't like niggas with beards. There's chicks that do like niggas with beards. There's chicks that just like niggas with bald head. There's chicks that don't like a nigga with a bald head. There's chicks that like niggas 6'2" and taller. And y'all niggas be complaining about it and bitching. I'm like, okay, well, there's more chicks in the world. I see many motherfuckers that's married and a nigga is 5'7", bro. What the fuck y'all bitching about? And at the end of the day, if you don't got no confidence, you could be 6'5". You ain't got no confidence, bro. She gonna run all over you. Like, that's just initial attraction. So get your ass gamed up and stop bitching. I'm sick of seeing niggas bitching all the goddamn time, bruh. Like, I know women is fucked up too, but I'm not finna be out here like bitching. You know what I'm saying? Because of that shit. I'm a leader, bro. So I'm gonna lead by example. I ain't finna be bitching about no goddamn bitches like I used to do. I ain't doing that shit no more, bro. That just show, you know what I'm saying? Subconsciously, it's repelling women even more, even if they fucked up or not. And they responding to the fact that they don't see that niggas is confident. They responding to the fact that niggas feel like they're in a scarcity mindset, that they not ganged up. Women can say what they want, but their energy is showing what they accepting and not accepting. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got to start reading actions. So it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be talking about this masculine and feminine energy a lot, because that's a one reason why the world is so fucking unbalanced, bro. I don't care what nobody say. That's why this shit is unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? So this is my perspective of the definition of game. I might keep going on with this because I could speak about this all day. Like every topic I speak on, I can go on and motherfucking on. But you know, it's Shaq Talk TV. If you like it, share it, comment on it, tell people about it, tell people to subscribe. You subscribe. If you hate it, you can dislike it. You can tell people that this nigga full of shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm speaking from the heart, so that shit ain't gonna bother me. I feel like I'm speaking from the universe. I feel like this is that's what's imparted for me from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no just shit I just read. This some shit I read, researched, felt, meditated on. You know what I'm saying? Observed, experienced. So this Shaq Talk TV, man. If you don't know, now you do. Hey.